I think the interesting thing is if you go from the top of Avenida Liberdade, you've got the Faile Temple, which is clearly a very, very ambitious project, easy to understand, just in its sheer scale of ambition. Its craftsmanship is just draws you in. And then you go down the square and you've got Robert Mealy's dark figurative sculptures. People kind of go to them and kind of spooky, look what's going on at them. You see a lot of tourists photographing themselves in front of them, examining what these are about. And then you go down to Rassia, the main square. We've got Sterling Ruby's big conceptual monumental works. And the interesting thing is people use them for shelter. People lean against them, they sit on them, which is interesting because Sterling Ruby is very interested in architecture. So in a sense, the sculptures act in the form they're supposed to act. They're architectural forms in many respects. The grid rippers ripping through space and providing essentially public space within architecture, dealing with all these themes of minimalism and conceptual work and architecture and literally ripping through space. So I think it's really interesting seeing these three diverse public projects, the Faile Temple, which is street art, the Robert Mealy project, which is traditional figuration kind of gone awry, and Sterling's conceptual work. Seeing the public react to all of them is very different, and I think the reaction is quite intriguing and quite fun. So you go from blockbuster movie to well, this is so cool, and to sort of, wow, let me drink a beer and lean against the sculpture. I think another thing that's interesting is Nathan Mabry's sculptures. I'm not sure you got a chance to see. We presented the 6 Burghers of Calais with masks on. We placed them in front of a church and people are just fascinated by these things. It's wonderful to see.